So guys, here we go. The rumors are that Mattel is ending the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line. Now, honestly, it is absolutely a shame because like all good lines, this one has gone forth, and the more they go forth, the better and better the line continues to get. And that is sad all in of itself. Now, do I think it'll end entirely? No, I don't think so. I think it's doing well enough that Mattel can continue to do it and outsource it via online sites. Why? Because it makes sense. And that way it can be bought directly by the actual true fans. Maybe it won't find a newer audience, but at least it'll keep on making happy the old audience that have children, families perhaps, and kids, that they can pass it forward and it can continue for the future. What's up, guys? It's your boy Hebot coming back at you with another exciting episode of Toys in My Closet. And today I have for you the new Eternia Masterverse Clawful. And as you can see, he comes in the extended boxes that were first introduced with the deluxe set boxes like She-Ra and Hordak and Savage He-Man with Orko at Target. There is two different types of deluxe. This is the deluxe that goes as the wider box, and then the deluxe where the box is a lot girthier and kind of going the other direction. And with these boxes, the only difference is that they look kind of empty, even though they have a lot of things that they do bring. Clawful was an unexpected surprise when he was announced with the newer stuff coming out for this year. He looks absolutely fantastic. An amalgamation of the original of 2000X and even the old school comic style. And they threw in even filmation with some of the stuff you see here, believe it or not, which is really awesome because you have a lot of different options to place with him, and you can do whatever you want and display him how you want, right? So, as we see here, it says the new Eternia logo there with the Clawful Masterverse on the top. It says Clawful on the side. Then you turn it around, and as you can see on the other side, which would be the spine, you can see that it has a beautiful artwork there of Clawful, brand new. I don't know who the illustrator is. It could be Nate Barch. It could be Iman O'Donoghue. I'm not really sure. Then you turn it around and look at this fantastic artwork by whoever the illustrator is. Like I said, I don't happen to see it here, so I'm not really sure. It says original concept and design inspired by classic concept, but we all know it's much more than just classic concept. And then of course we have the little bio there for Clawful if you want to read it, which goes, the nightmarish legend of Clawful are well known among the seafaring adventures of New Eternia. The king of the Claw people can shipwreck an entire vessel with a single snap. He has been rumored to pillage the wreckage and drag seafarers to the deepest, darkest waters. Captains change course at the mere mention of his name, but they are only rumors, aren't they? And it says question mark. And then the crossover, of course, is 4 characters that I do have that I would like to get to review as well really soon in the near future. So as you can see, a closer look of him in the back or in the packages, and he looks absolutely stunning. So what we're going to do is we're going to get him out of packaging and take a look if he has what he has to offer, if he's worth getting, not worth getting, or if he's going to be a fluke or an actual hit and home run. I did get him at Mattel Creations. As of this video, I believe he's still available. So if you want him, run down there and go get him. And I just got notification that my Vicron figures have been shipped, so hopefully we'll see those soon, really soon here on the channel as well. So guys, sit back, relax, have a digital drink, and enjoy the ride. Stay with me Stay with me. Stay with me. I promise I won't let you down. I hope you have a good time and fun reviewing and taking a closer look at Clawful. I'll see you in the blink of an eye. And here he is, guys. Here is Clawful out of packaging. And I have to say immediately, he looks absolutely incredible. A very nice homage and nod to the original and to all the others in all the other factions, and obviously to make it modern in today's standards to kind of look more adult and appealing to a new generation as well. Clawful looks absolutely fantastic from the coloring. It looks just spectacular. Having them in hand is the best way to really know how good he is. And I love his grill. It looks very 2000X. As you can see, his eyes are whited out, which is really cool, with the black eyebrows. All the crustacean and attention to detail going back to his hands all the way around, as you can see. Looks really nice. And then all of his canines and teeth looking really menacing and badass, in my opinion. Then you see his crustacean in his chest, which is supposed to be all of his shells with the black washes, the dark gold, which in front of you they actually have a nice sheen to it. With his tan looking skin, he almost looks like the color of like Indian people or actual, Puerto Rican people from the actual island, the Tainos, right? That skin tone, and you see all the washes within. Looks really great. And you see how it looks all the way down to his loincloth with the furriness of the side, keeping it classic with the actual classic belt. But look at that beautiful metallic color with all those details inside of it. Looking absolutely spectacular. Very well painted. Wash on the actual cloth itself where the fur is supposed to be. And then this crustacean plate right in the front. Then look at it, the beautiful blending from the hand into the wrist and forearm area of red with his nice pointy claws, as you can see. I forgot what the proper name is for them. The pincers, I guess. And the big oversized pincer. And the cool thing is that with this one, they went with the oversized pincer really big. Unlike Jitsu, that I feel his hand and his chopping hand, and even Fisto, should be just a tad bigger. But with Fisto, it was metal, and Jitsu was just a vac metal over plastic, and then this was plastic with a lot of attention to detail. Beautiful paintwork with the actual wash within. You have cracks and little details of the hand, like, because you know that from the ocean and the crustacean looks really spectacular. And then you have the legs, of course, as you can see, the nice tone of the traditional spikes coming out, and in the actual form as well. Then we get to the feet, which we're finally introduced to these, which I believe Buzz Off has them as well. Look at all that attention to detail, and his feet looking like something that's from the ocean and more insect and crab-like. And then the spectacular metallic blue. You see that sheen is just spectacular. And the colors on this and the paint job look absolutely fantastic. It doesn't look at all like there's any run on the actual figure or paint blemishes thus far. So as far as the paint job, it looks really great. As well, kudos to Mattel for doing such a fantastic job. So now let's take a look at what Clawful comes with as far as its accessories go. And here we are. Here are his accessories. And we'll start off with this shield, which is absolutely reminiscent to the Tila shield. but it comes in the orange gold color that usually is very synonymous with the clawful from the Filmation, because he has the orange, the orange armor around his body. So this is very nice, a reuse, but nice to see it in a different color. He comes with his classic mace in green, and it has like a little hint of pearl in it, if you can tell, with some yellow even. Looks really, really nice. Really classic, but very, very nice, as you can see. Then next we have they gave him a bicep bicep pad, kind of like in the way that Beastman has his spike pads, and I guess it's to give it a more detail and make it more modern like, right? Which is fantastic. It looks really great with the spikes, with the orange straps inside for the continuity of the theme, which looks great, and even some black washes. Then this is the armor. That is a throwback and an homage to make it look like the actual Filmation clawful. And you see that it has that piece there. That is something you can actually clip the mace on, or the other piece that we're going to look at for his back. And you see there, the pearl is nice, translucent, and comes over. It looks really, really nice in that nice teal blue. And last but not least, he brings this other piece, which is basically, looks like a shield, but it's more of a Cretaceous back with some spikes going up with that metallic blue from his boots. You see all the weathering and blending to make it look part of the crust, as this is his back shell, which would be the back of his back, because he's a crab, I believe. And this goes around his neck to hold it down right. It looks almost like a neck piece. Really, really awesome. And there's the piece where you clip on. So this is the throwback at the Filmation. No, at the 2000X. So there you have it. There is all the accessories he brings. So now what we'll do is take a quick look at clawful's articulation. We'll start with the head. It goes left, right. It looks up about that much, down about that much, which is a lot. And he does have the tilt slightly from left to right. We have that. Next we have the bicep and his forearm and the arm. It has full rotation, and it can go up that much like a T position. Obviously, he has a bicep swivel. He has a double on the elbow, really nice and smooth, and it's pinless, as you can see. And he has a wonderful wrist swivel, and then for the first time ever on his pincers, he has articulation where they open and close with a hinge right there for the first time. Really, really nice. Now his torso area looks almost seamless, but there is a cut in there, and you can see that it goes down now very, very much. Big improvement. Mattel is listening over the first couple of figures. That is an apt torso crunch, and he hyper extends about that much. As you can see, we can bring it back just a bit, just like that. And you can see he hyper extends back that much just with this torso area. Then obviously it goes from side to side, a significant amount, left and right, as you see right there in the torso. Then you have the waist swivel, which is really, really nice. Now we have the thigh swivel. We have the double on the knee. Also pinless, very, very nice. Then we have the boot swivel. The foot goes back that much, goes forward this much, side to side, and it has the rocker, 4-pin rocker, which is also excellent. And for the legs, we can do a Van Damme split with no problem. A clawful Van Damme split. And then he can kick up that much, as you can see, like so, and he can kick back that much, as you can see. And one last important piece, last but certainly not least, is a big pincer on the other side. Does have a swivel, and also again a articulation, so you can grab another figure and have him claw him around his neck, and it'll work perfectly fine. So as for the articulation, clawful hits the mark really well, and he looks great. So now what we'll do is start putting his accessories to see what clawful looks like. So for his first look with accessories, this would be what he looks like. This would be what he looks like with what you call it, with his 2000X look. This is what he really looks like first, because, you know, he has the spikes in the back, as you see, right? That's what he would look like. Now this would be his look for what would be, you know, filmation with the shield and the armor, and then you can actually put the mace clipped on in the back, and that would be more of his, you know, filmation look with the modern take as well, and with those two accessories. Then we'll move on. And here, lastly, this is what he would look like, basically with the new Eternia look, as you see with the bicep pad or armor, as you see, which looks really cool. And then with the orange armor and the shell on the back. This is basically what he would look like if he is combined with new Eternia and what he's supposed to look like in some of the concept arts from back in the day when they did the artwork for the creation of the toy line before it was even out. So clawful looks absolutely stunning. Now let's do side-by-side comparisons with some other figures and some other clawfuls. So here we have Fei Long and from Jada Toys, and the Samurai Leonardo from Fury Toys next to clawful, and you can see the size disparity and differences. Still looks great on the toy shelves, obviously looks really good, but you can see the disparities and differences in the scaling. Next we have the Hasbro Overwatch Genji and the, as you can see there, Masters of the Universe Origins Sunman series Pighead. Again, difference in sizes, girth, and, you know, aesthetics, but still you can see that you can blend them in and they still would look cool on the shelf. And here we have clawful next to two Femme Fatales, the G.I. Joe Classified Series cover girl and the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Raven. And you can see that they're both different in this, scale. Raven's more of a 7-inch, as you can see there. And CoverGirl is obviously in the actual 6 or 5¼ inch size, because since she's female, they scaled them a little bit smaller. Now let's do the ultimate comparison. And here we have, finally, but certainly not least, we have all the clawfuls that I have available in my hand at the moment. There is the Origins clawful right here, which he looks completely different, but very much so like the vintage, right? As you can see, with his mace, his chompers. They used to have the lever here, right? And the only difference is this shell with Origins is like a soft plastic as opposed to hard plastic like it was in the vintage. And then you see the feet. We have that one, and then we have the little mini masterverses from Mattel, also keeping in the same style and tradition. And you see the mace, the big chomper, and actually the crustacean shell, which is the inspiration from 2000X. And then, of course, you have the Staction, which in this Staction, as you can see, was the 2000X version that was never made, but it was made in Staction form, which means it's a statue. And it's from NECA, and it does look absolutely incredible as far as the details. As you can see up close here, it looks really, really good. And this head portrait was actually designed by Mattel with Matty Collectors for Masters of the Universe Classics. You see how big his hand is, or his pincers, and then the back level of detail is insane on these things. But you see the inspiration with the chrome metallic, and then even the mace has like a kind of futuristic cybernetic look to it. Put it on top of the base, and you see the inspiration. I do have the Masters of the Universe Classic one, but it's put away. And I also have the Masters of the Universe Classics, but filmation style, that looks more like the cartoon also, which is also put away. And then I have the head that was from 2000X, which I think if I put it on this clawful, it'll look even better than what it looks now. And it is compatible, because I believe the man-child on his channel tried it, because he had one of those heads out and available to you for the review. So there you have it, guys. There's the ultimate comparison with Origins, obviously here, and then the little Masters Mini right here. And I believe also I have the Mega Construct one, but again, I don't have accessibility to it at the moment. So guys, now let's go to the end of the video, the final thoughts of the review, and what I think of the figure. Okay guys, and here we have clawful in the spinner. And my thoughts, my final thoughts on him is he is absolutely fantastic. A home run for Mattel. Definitely you can tell that Mattel is at their highest stride going forward right now with Masters of the Universe Masterverse. And this series and toy line, from the very beginning, I told people, even with the Revelations figures having a weaker first wave opening with Skeletor and He-Man's portrait not really being strong enough as far as likeness in, obviously, from the animation itself, but as they went along and did more and more, like with Man-at-Arms and things of that nature, from from the characters from Revelations, and then now New Eternia. This has got to be the best Masters of the Universe toy line so far, even better than classics, if I say so myself. Not in the sense and scale that classic was, because it had obviously so many characters, the actual castles coming out, all the beasts, the giants, and even the vehicles, which we had some key ones that never did make it that should have, like Road Ripper, like Battle Bones, like Laser Bolt, like Attack Track, Bashosaurus, Fright Fighter, Monstroid, right? And things like Spidor, Mosquitor, I think it was, or Mantazar, which was the steed for Hordak. Quite a few that didn't make it. And Dragon Walker, for Christ's sakes, that I would love to see maybe be introduced in New Eternia going forward at some point. If they did an attack track, I think it would be awesome. With modernized take, with the take from the actual, what you call those, the actual model kits, and also the classics and vintage and even 2000X expired designs. I think it would be amazing. So he is a definite must buy. You should pick him up. He's at Matty Collect, Mattel Creations, now the online store, available right now, and available to be pre-ordered in every other toy outlet that you can get, from Entertainment Earth to Amazon to Big Bad Toy Store. He's basically everywhere. So, you guys, I highly recommend him. He's awesome. He's just incredible. And the amount of accessories and options that he comes, so you can display him. You can display him however you like. He'll look incredible either way, I believe. Truly and wholeheartedly. This is your boy and host Ebot signing off. Thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you did it. Share the video with someone you think might like it. For all of you that continue to give me support on this channel, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, because without you, this channel would not be sustained. If you're new to the channel and you happen to run into my content and like what I'm doing, listen, thank you for stopping by and taking the time. If you were even kind enough to go a step further and did a thumbs up, or gave me a like, or even subscribe, thank you, because I know you didn't have to, and it means the world to me. But since you did, remember, you are now part of my family. As always, you guys can find me any social media platform and outlet. Just look at the descriptions down below this video, and you will see it all there, from Twitter and Instagram all the way to Twitch. Also, you guys, if you ever would like to donate anything to the channel for me to highlight or to review, just like I did Clawful, in any shape or form, whether it's video game related, movie, or figure related, you can do so by hitting me up in any of those DMs on social, and we'll work out the particulars. Now, if you want to help me out more independently and closer and on a more personal level, there's also a way you can do that if you want to, and if it's from the kindness of your heart, or because you have the means to do it and like what I do and just want to help me out. It will go a long way, because I fund everything basically myself, and I don't really have much avenues for help or income. So there is a way you can do it with my PayPal information and my Patreon information down in the description below. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. This is your host, Ebot, signing off with another episode of Toys in My Closet. Keep collecting, have fun doing it, be careful, be considerate, because we're still in trying times. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.